Welcome to the forecast discussion for May 20th, 2014. It is currently 6:45 p.m. It's absolutely beautiful out there. Unfortunately, it's not going to last that way for much longer. Temperatures throughout the region basically range in the lower to mid 70s over the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, and falling to the upper 60s to lower 70s over the far northern interior. Humidity is relatively low with dew points in the 30s and 40s, and we have a westerly wind to northwesterly wind at around anywhere from 5 to 15 miles per hour. That northwesterly wind is going to be transporting some disturbances heading towards our region. That's going to keep the threat for scattered showers and thunderstorms in the forecast all the way through early next week. I give you the details. Don't worry, it's not a washout for this upcoming weekend, but it is going to be a little bit dicey at times. Now, on the latest radar, this is the first of many disturbances. It looks almost like a comet here, just kind of diving south and east. And that's basically the whole theme of the weather pattern moving forward. You have several frontal boundaries separating very tropical air over the Tennessee River Valley and the southeast, and modified Pacific mild air mass over the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan areas back through Pennsylvania. And then you have your final air mass, which is your marine air mass that is taking hold over portions of Long Island and eastern Connecticut. You'll definitely see the difference tomorrow with high temperatures as that marine air mass takes hold. And the three of these air masses are going to combine and interact, and that's what's going to keep the weather pattern very active. So on the infrared satellite picture, you can see those boundaries kind of setting up here. You have your disturbances associated with the marine air mass. You have your disturbance diving south from the polar jet stream. And then you have your tropical air mass down here over the Tennessee and Ohio River valleys. The disturbance for tonight, let's just go back here to the radar real fast, will continue to dive south and east. Now, because the instability of the atmosphere is going to start to weaken a bit, what you'll see is that these showers and thunderstorms will start to weaken with it. However, if you are in northeastern or really east central Pennsylvania, and based on the trajectory, basically central and southern New Jersey, the Philadelphia metro, basically this area right here, well, that's where you could expect scattered showers and thunderstorms this evening and tonight. Some of them could produce some occasional lightning. This isn't a severe event in any way, shape, or form, but these showers and thunderstorms will dive south and produce some rain late this evening. So don't be surprised if you're leaving a baseball game that you run into some periods of moderate to heavy rainfall for about 30 minutes or so. So what's causing this whole pattern? Well, we've seen the infrared satellite picture, and we've seen all the players here laid out. But let's zoom out a bit and take a look at the water vapor satellite picture. And this is basically the whole game here. This upper level low, I've talked about it before, it's still there. This upper level low is part of the negative NAO pattern, and it's blocking everything up. So this upper level low supports high pressure that's over Quebec, that forces a backdoor cold front in one shape or another to stall out over the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan areas. To the east of this frontal boundary, whether it's depicted as a stationary front, a warm front, or a cold front, basically leads to temperatures in the lower to mid 60s, overcast, with drizzle. A rather, well, raw type of weather pattern. To the south and west of this frontal boundary, it's not that bad at all. It's a bit muggy out. The temperatures are in the mid to upper 70s, touching 80 at times, even pushing into the mid 80s if you get enough sunshine. But you also are at the threat, especially in the afternoon, of showers and thunderstorms. Why? Because of these disturbances, and we'll zoom in on them right here, like this one right here, and this one right here, and this one right here. These disturbances rotate around a ridge that is building over the plains and dive south towards the northern mid-Atlantic. Thus, the threat for scattered showers and thunderstorms diving from the Great Lakes towards the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. This disturbance right here is going to pack the strongest punch out of the entire forecast period tomorrow night into Thursday morning, with some periods of very heavy rainfall, producing anywhere from a half an inch to as much as 2 inches of rain in some localized areas. So let's take a look at the latest model guidance from the Penn State EWOL website. We're using the GFS for tonight, but really you could use the Canadian or the European or the UK Met or any other model you'd like, except for the NJM, which I think is decommissioned. But anyway, so for this evening, you have increasing clouds, that area showers and thunderstorms diving to the south and east. Again, not a washout here, just a bit of an annoyance. Temperatures will fall off into the mid to upper 50s for most locations, upper 50s to lower 60s in the urban areas like New York City and Philadelphia. Basically, if you're surrounded by concrete, look for temperatures around 60 degrees for lows. For tomorrow, increasing clouds drive for most of the day. By the afternoon, because we have this frontal boundary that is basically to the north and east of the region, you'll have temperatures throughout much of the Philadelphia metropolitan area in the mid to upper 70s, touching 80 degrees. Okay? In the New York City metropolitan area, you're closer to that frontal boundary, and you have more of a southeasterly component to the winds. Look for lower to mid 70s for highs. However, if you're in Long Island, unfortunately, you're on the cool side of this frontal boundary, and that means your temperatures on Long Island will range from the mid to upper 60s. Now, again, if this frontal boundary deviates in any way, shape, or form as far as its location, then you end up warmer or cooler depending on where that frontal boundary is. So this forecast is highly volatile, and that's going to be the case all the way on through the upcoming holiday weekend. Now, by tomorrow evening, those showers and thunderstorms will become widespread. They will become heavy tomorrow night. It's basically at right around the middle to end of the rush hour. Look for periods of moderate to heavy rainfall with showers and thunderstorms. Some of those thunderstorms could touch severe levels. I doubt anything widespread, but it could be an isolated thunderstorm capable of frequent lightning, hail, heavy downpours, and winds over 50 miles per hour in gusts. That disturbance dives south on Thursday. It's a bit unsettled with scattered showers and a few isolated thunderstorms, noticeably cooler too, with temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s for lows and lower to mid 70s for highs throughout the region, mid to upper 60s right along the immediate coast. By the time we get to Friday, again, same type of scenario here, not a washout in any way, shape, or form, isolated showers, widely scattered showers in the afternoon. Not a washout again, but a bit of a nuisance. Low temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. High temperatures in the lower to mid 70s. Pretty much near normal for this time of year, although slightly below along the coast where temperatures will be in the mid to upper 60s. For Saturday and for basically the holiday weekend. Again, I want to stress, not a washout. There's a threat for an isolated shower or thunderstorm every afternoon for Saturday, Sunday, and also for Monday. We'll have to watch out for those little pesky disturbances diving south towards the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area on through Sunday. Temperatures on Saturday and Sunday will range from here. Mid to upper 50s for lows. Now on Saturday, lower to mid 70s for highs. On Sunday, with slightly warmer air mass, mid to upper 70s for highs. Then on Monday, we're going to have a bit of a reprieve. The disturbances will lift further north, and on Monday and Tuesday, high pressure will take control. I can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm, especially in the Hudson River Valley, Connecticut, northern New Jersey. However, most locations will remain dry, although warm, with higher levels of humidity. Temperatures on Monday and Tuesday will range from the upper 50s to lower 60s for lows and upper 70s to lower 80s for highs. That's your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at NYNJPA Weather, and you can follow NYNJPA Weather on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, LinkedIn, The Patch, and now The Examiner. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.